All right, so for this next part, we're just going to do a little bit of the substrate and the subterranean terrarium. I guess we could call that for the red-eyed croc skinks. First thing I want to do is create a little bit of a drainage layer, so I'm going to use this aquarium safe fine gravel, and I'm just going to pour it in, kind of get everything set into place for the tank. I don't really want a lot in there. I just want a thin layer because I want to allow more digging opportunities, but it's just a place for some of that excess moisture to escape to and keep everything from sliding or shifting around as we go in there and add the mix that I'm about to show you in a minute. So just a real fine layer, smooth it out. I'm sure I'm in the way so you can't see me, see what I'm doing. Real simple, nothing crazy. There's a lot along the back here. It's not gonna get it, but that should work pretty good for what we're doing. All right, so next thing we want to do, and as needed, we could just elevate and move some of these things around to make them higher or shorter and use the rocks to our advantage for that reason, for that purpose. So next thing I want to show you real quick is our earth substrate. So I got a little bit of this coarse coconut husk. I have some eco earth with a little bit of vermiculite sprinkled in there and just some extra sphagnum moss that I had. I'm making sure to use organic potting soil, so it doesn't have all those little beads of fertilizer and stuff like that in it that could be toxic to your animals. You don't want to risk that with any of your animals, especially the ones that are going to be staying in the soil a lot. And lastly, for the soil on top of the vermiculite, I have some just play sand I just scooped out. This is clean. This is from a bag I had left over and I used for various other projects. So as I layer with the dirt and the coconut husks, I'm just going to go ahead and put some of the sand in here, and I'm just going to continue mixing it around as I layer. And on my neck here is my buddy Edwin, who's my beautiful Enchi yellow belly. He's a really cool guy. No, anyway, that's off topic. I was just hanging on to him because he was just out looking around. I was checking him earlier and seeing if everybody had water and stuff and spot cleaning and stuff like that. And he was like, hey, what's up? So anyway, thought I'd bring him out. So I'm going to add some of the soil. And I just want to make sure I get it mixed around really well. So I'm just going to break up some of those heavier clumps. Get some of that sand stirred in there, create some better drainage. Add some of the coconut husk. The coconut husk and the sand together with the soil and stuff are going to add for a nice pockets of burrowing substrate. So if the red eyes do decide they want to burrow or crawl around, yeah, the coconut husk is actually going to allow for like some of the digging and den opportunities. It'll help hold it back and pack it in and stuff like that. So just keep going and layering. I want to create and break up enough of this stuff that it's going to be mixed evenly and fill the entire enclosure. And I think we're actually pretty close to this. I'm just going to add a little bit more of the organic potting soil. as long as it's organic, you're pretty safe. Just be careful. If you go into a bag that says it's organic or whatever, and you start seeing bits and pieces of fertilizer here and there, I just wouldn't suggest using it. It's not, it's probably better to go back to the hardware store, or your lawn and garden store, Stein's or Milligers or wherever, and pick out a different substrate, different bag. So I don't know, that's about as mixed as I want it. It looks pretty good. I can see very fine amounts of sand through it. As this, if I squeeze it, it kind of clumps and then falls apart, which is really, really nice for egg laying. Using the organic, it's fine if I go ahead and decide to drop some worms in here with the coconut fiber and the coconut husk and the sand in there. They'll be able to use it, burrow through there, and like I said, it'll be a great natural medium for the red-eye croc skinks, and it'll hold humidity. And hell, if I want to add some pothos from my 90-gallon fish tank in there, it'll grow like crazy. Like I said, it's just a good organic soil. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting some of that here in the tank. I'll be right back. Say hi, Mrs. Crawlings.
Hello.
Ready? Am I ready? We're on air?
Yes.
What's up, everybody? I got a little carried away and forgot to turn on the camera. My bad. We started putting things in here. Okay, there's the ultrasonic humidifier, and I got some fake plants. They like a lot of plant cover and stuff like that. These are just little fake ones with the little rock bottoms. You can buy them for aquariums, or you can buy them for these things, which is pretty sweet. And then I made sure I got 3 water dishes. In a shallow and then a deep. So they got their choices, and then
Olympic swimming pool over there?
Yeah. So they got their choices of deep, shallow, and then sorry, I'm excited. I want to put this on.
Okay.
I was going to say it's important that at least one of the water dishes be covered very well. And then this is a really neat little like leopard gecko hide. But if you get one of these,
Jeez, I was trying to look on it.
Sorry. This Reptarock reptile water dish by Zoomed. And you get this blah blah schmackety schmackety leopard gecko hide, we're just going to call it. I don't know, I'm just being weird. They fit together really well. Check this out. That's nuts. Like, it's an almost perfect fit. Like, there's a little bit of hole, a hole for them to crawl in through, and then like one to ventilate. So that's really nice. You can see all the subterranean piping is hidden. Sorry. You can see all the subterranean piping is hidden. And we're just going through, adding some fake plants, hiding our other humidifier over there. And we got multiple hides going on and fake plants here and there sporadically. I'm gonna put some more fake plants along the back here. I got some silk plants that I'm gonna use. And then yeah, add their food dish. We got this little food dish here. Actually, I'm gonna have to move this. See, and you just plug and play. And this is like the fun part of having a reptile. Anyway, for me, I don't know. We'll just do that. That's cool. That covers the turret part of the pipe. That's not staying there.
It's like a reptile version of The Sims.
It is a reptile version of The Sims. This little feeding dish will be nice back here towards that humidifier and towards the egg laying box. So Mama wants to go in here and lay her eggs, sneak out, eat some food.
All right. Can we finish this and then get the crocodile skinks out?
Yeah, we're going to come back. We're going to finish this up. We're going to keep tinkering around, playing with it, and just have a really good time tonight and give you guys some more ideas. We're going to show you the finished product, and then we'll also come back to show you Lily and Spike entering this new humble abode. And hopefully they like it so much. They settle in nicely and continue growing, thriving, being happy, and producing eggs for us to hatch out.